Hey guys, and welcome back to another Access Sensitive video. In today's video I'm back doing another interview and I'm here with Musa Moyo. Musa, how are you?
I'm alright, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm great, thank you very
Good.
much for doing this interview.
So good, man. Anytime, anytime.
Great, okay, well am I right in saying you're 26, you're a super middleweight and you're 5-0?
Yeah, yeah,
Great,
yeah. But
okay.
the weight class we're moving down to the middleweight or super welter.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, we can speak about more of that in a minute. Okay, if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like a video, and let's get straight into it. So, I'm going to go back right to the start of your career, and I'm going to start off with the question which I always like to ask, and that is, why did you get into boxing?
no, funny enough, I've actually always been into boxing
Mm-hmm.
from what I've heard. Like, cause I moved to this country when I was like what 7
Mm-hmm.
from Zimbabwe. So from what my friends were telling me, I couldn't remember it,
Right.
but apparently we used to do boxing as well
Mm-hmm.
a lot. So
You just grown up
something
with it.
that something that I've always done, but I kind of shied away from it when I started playing football, and then I came back into it again at the age of 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Great. Okay.
yeah.
Well, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How did it go?
Um, my first amateur fight, it was in Nottingham as well.
Mm.
I beat a guy that was 3-0 in my
All right.
first fight.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
impressive.
it was a stoppage. It was a stoppage as well in the amateurs, but the referee stopped it right before the bell went, so I don't know what happened there, but
All right.
they said it was a stoppage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
yeah, it was a good. Do you know what, my amateurs was actually alright. I didn't mind amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I still remember what happened there.
Great. Okay. And so you said you enjoyed your time in the amateurs, and so what would you say would be your biggest achievement from that time?
What's in the amateurs?
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you know what? I would love to go to the Olympics. I would love to go to the Olympics. I'd love to go into the Olympics. But then again, because COVID hit,
Right.
I'd done all my registrations with the Zimbabwe national team.
Mm-hmm.
I'd done everything, and yeah, COVID hit because I missed the Olympic trials that happened. I think that happened in Senegal,
Right. Okay.
and then my coach was there like, okay, you will have to go to the Paris ones. So I was ready to go, but COVID hit. Yeah, so that
Right.
I would
Okay.
love to go to the Olympics in the amateurs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's always a big achievement to represent your nation. But did you end up winning any nationals or anything like that?
No, I only had 7 amateur fights.
Oh right, okay. So you moved on to the pros quite quickly, and why was that?
Um, well, again, amateurs. I didn't think the amateur style was for me
Mm.
because it was all just quick and the fight's over with. But I like to warm into my fights.
All right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So and I preferred the pro style better.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I prefer better, to be honest. The pro styles,
Mhm. Great.
pro style. Like,
And obviously things are working out for you at the moment as you are unbeaten so far. And a big congratulations for your win last week. You performed very well, and that's kind of how I managed to find you and realize who you were.
yeah, actually, I've been meaning to go back and watch that fight. I still ain't watched it yet, but I'm hoping to go back and watch it and see what the big fuss is about.
Yeah. No, you've performed very well, and I was wondering if you'd say that is the fight you performed your best in, or would you say a prior fight might have been?
No, I don't think I've performed my best yet.
Okay.
I don't think I've performed my best yet because I've been at the wrong weight.
Mhm.
So um, it's all yeah. It's nothing yet.
Mhm.
I haven't really showed showed the people what I can actually do. Do you
No.
get what I mean?
Yeah. That's good because it's like it gives the fans something to look forward to. And are you moving weights because is it easier to go to the to down the weight, or is it just because it's just naturally your body is going down in weight over time?
No, it's well from what I've realized myself and what it's me and the team have been speaking about. It's at the weight that I'm at right now, super middleweight. There's a lot of tall guys, and I'm not really the tallest guy, and I'm very short. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
I have to use that to my. It's a disadvantage for me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
No, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
that's why pretty much I'm trying to. We're trying to go down to that lower weight, and I'm sure I can pick up a lot of titles at the lower weights.
Great. And so you've spoke about going down to this lower weight, and I was wondering when you're planning to fight at this lower weight. Would you have a date possible?
Well, potentially there could. I think I do have a potential date, but I'm not really. It's not really concrete yet. It's not really concrete yet. So at probably the next fight, at my next fight, that's when I'll be walking around, well, boxing at 11:10.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
that's good. No, yeah,
it's
that's
not.
fair.
That's the weight that we're looking at, 11:10.
Great. Okay, and so you've had this big fight, and it put you on a platform. Being on of course, a Sky platform is a big thing, and
Yeah,
I was wondering, was it like being on a Sky card? It must be a great thing.
you know, it's actually it's different. It makes you for me. It made me hungrier because I like what I seen there and how you're treated as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
just professional. Whereas with the small hall shows, it's just like it's a bit different. It's a bit different. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, the experience that was there for me is like, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get back on that. That's the platform where, and I really want to be promoted by Boxer and be signed with Sky Sports.
No, that's great. It's a great mindset to go with. Some fighters might just kind of struggle to take in a little bit because of how big of a thing it is, such a at the kind of early part of your career. But you seem to channel that in a kind of, I suppose, maybe nerves in a way, and channeled it into a good part, and now it's making you more eager to get back out there and fighting again.
Yeah, funny enough, like as a lot of people who say nervous, I wasn't really that nervous with the whole thing. I just wanted to fight. That's what I wanted to do, just fight and prove that I do belong with these big guys.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Considering we took the fight on a 5-day notice, 4-day or 5-day notice.
That's impressive.
And plus, I was already in camp anyway. I was meant to be fighting yesterday.
Oh right.
On the 10th. So
you're already ready.
Considering that we took the fight on a 4-day notice, I think I've done alright with it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You did great, and so you have spoke about bringing these titles home with you, and I was wondering, how far do you believe you can go in the sport?
I believe that I can, be like, when I'm saying be one of the big guys in the game, I'm talking about bringing unifying titles, like being part of the world, like, you know what I mean, like one of the big names in the boxing, especially middleweight. I do see myself carrying one of the titles. I do see myself carrying one of the titles a lot.
That's great. That's great. It's something that certain fighters might not kind of believe in themselves so much at the start to go on to these big things. They kind of just say like, oh, I just want to see where it goes. But I respect your hunger to get to the top.
Yeah, definitely. Like, for me, it's one of those ones. I definitely know that I am going to get those titles. For me, I definitely know it. You know what I mean? And considering like there hasn't been a British champion in Leicester for a long time, I do want to. That's the first belt that I'm looking at. That's the first belt that I'll be looking at.
Great. Okay, and so you've gonna have to, if you get to that point, have some really big fights. And I was kind of leads me on to my next question of, do you have if you could give me a possible dream opponent, a middleweight dream opponent?
One of the Charlo twins.
Okay.
I think it's Jamal or Jamil. It's Jamil or Jamal.
Okay. Okay.
One of the Charlotte twins.
Mhm.
That's somebody that I would wanna fight.
Mhm. Is that a possible recent fight? No, not recent. Soon to come fight.
Well, if it sticks around, then you know what I mean. It's something that's gonna definitely happen.
Mhm. No, that's great. Okay, it's good to see that you know the sport as well as focused on your own career. You know the people around you and where you have to get to.
Yeah, definitely. But first, I'll have to dominate in the UK first. In Europe, I'll have to dominate in the Europe first. In Europe first, and then we'll see what we're going at first.
Mhm.
After that, you know what I mean. And it's something that can definitely happen.
Mhm. Definitely.
For me, it's something that can definitely happen. So,
No, it's great.
what can I say?
That's great. Okay, and I'll leave it with this final question. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
Listen. At the minute, I'm looking for sponsors.
Okay.
So, if there's any companies that are willing to work with a young prospect in
Mhm.
boxing, yeah, I'm here. I'm down. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to work. So better to get on it quicker than later, rather. You know what
Definitely.
I mean? So that's what I'm looking at right now.
And I'm sure a lot of sponsors probably saw your last fight and are looking at you as somebody that they will probably want to be working with in the near future.
Hopefully, do you know what I mean? But just need to get most of those wins, and then we'll see where we're going at next.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for doing this interview, mate.
Yeah. So the last thing is for those ones in the midweight division, just
All right.
watch out. I'm coming.
Yes. All right. Great. Okay. Well, yes. Thank you very much for doing this interview, mate.
All right. Cheers, mate.
Alright, okay, well, if you're new around here and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video, and thanks for watching.